Jennifer Lopez. Oh my goodness. How are you?
I'm good, baby. I'm good.
You look great, and I recognize that yard from your amazing concert when you you sang People.
Yes, I'm right by the tree over here. That's right. Very good.
It was beautiful. Thank you. I'm very observant. I'm like a detective.
That's right. That we all did that together. That's right.
How about you singing People? I was like, ooh, she's going for it.
Yeah, you know what? You know, Barbara Streisand is my idol. She was my mom's idol, and so my mom passed that on to me. So like, I know all her songs. It's like when you're growing up and you just sing those songs. So that was just like one of my songs that I always sang that I never got to sing anywhere, and it just felt perfect for the moment. So
it was great, and I heard that Barbara commented on your Instagram.
She did. She did. I was like, yeah, I was super stoked. I honestly, I was blown away. And actually, we are represented by the same publicist. So he even wrote me, which I didn't tell anybody. She was like, she really loved People. She said that was very pretty. So thank you.
She's a class act.
I'll take it.
She's so fun. Have you ever met her or hung out with her?
I've met her a couple of times. Yeah, I've met her a couple
so
of
fun.
times. Yeah, she's very sweet. Always. I'm always a little starstruck. And when I first met her, it was way back when I was at an Oscar party, and I was dating Ben. So we were in the tabloids all the time. It was like a lot of craziness at that time. She said, how do you do it? How do you handle the fame? I'm like, Robert Streisand.
Thank you for doing the TikTok challenge. I'm out of it. I don't know how to dance. I just can't do it. If I could, I would. I can't, so I don't. But what is TikTok for you? Do you play with it at all?
I do. I fool around with it. I like it. The kids are obsessed with it, so it's in the house all the time. I'm a big dancer anyway. I'm always, when I'm working, rehearsing in the house and stuff like that. So I love that they're into TikTok. And, whenever they see me, I'm always like, find me a good one to do. And we find it together and we play around with it. And, we did that. I make Alex do them every once in a while. He's like, what am I doing?
I know, he's so funny.
But the girls get so excited, so he gets into it,
Well, we just saw Charli D'Amelio had your sweatshirt on. She's obviously a giant TikTok star, but she's a bigger, super duper fan of yours, and you were so cool to her. She said that when she met you, it was like her biggest dream come true, and that I was like, that's a perfect person to meet because she was probably amazing, right? She was beyond amazing. You left a big mark.
My Super Bowl rehearsal right in the last week before we did the Super Bowl, and honestly, the girls knew her more than I did. My kids knew her more than I did. And it's Charli, she's a big TikToker. I was like, great, yeah, bring her down. She's into dance. And we did the On the Floor challenge. But she said to me, she gave me a big hug. And when I started hugging, she cried and she goes, you're on the top of my vision board. God, it so moved my heart. I have my heart for Charli.
That is the best. Yeah, she's
a sweetheart. And really good too.
What has this all been like for you? Because honestly, every time I see you, you're doing 3 jobs at once. I think it was the last time I saw you, you were finishing you just finished your amazing halftime show, which I've already told you was insane, like flawless.
It was so
flawless.
Thank you.
And at one point I was yelling at the screen going, stop, you won. Stop. Don't even risk it. Just stop. Just end it and walk away. And then you did more, and I go, oh, you're really going for it. You're raising the bar, man. You crushed it. And then you started doing a movie right after.
No, this is what happened. After the Super Bowl, I came to see you, and then I started World of Dance. And I had that for a couple of weeks, and then I was gonna have off. Remember, I told you, I said, I think I'm gonna take some time off.
But you can't turn your brain off, though, right? You can't turn
no.
J-Lo off.
No, I got to do the People thing, so it was like, okay, performance at the house, get the lights from the Christmas lights out on the tree. Let's get some candles.
I saw it all. I loved it.
Party.
Yes.
Like, we started producing back here. We have other little projects. Also, we're in post on Marry Me right now, so we're finishing that. They've been editing that on Zoom.
You're filming. Are you
World of
filming
Dance
scenes
episodes? All of it. Oh, we filmed a scene at the house.
through Zoom?
Pickup scene. Yes, through Zoom. It was crazy. It was crazy. It was
Wow.
not the ideal way to make films. Not you don't want to do it. But I was here and Maluma was in Colombia and we were doing this pickup scene that we had to do. And it was like 30 people on Zoom watching and like the kids helping with the slate.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
Yeah, I don't mind it.
You
Listen,
don't mind.
I've been making the best of it. We've been making the best of it. There's been some really, scary, anxiety-filled time, uncertainty, all of that. But I'm also realizing a lot of things. I'm realizing, you know what? I didn't call my mom every day. I need to call her every day, even when this is over, because I've been speaking to her every single day.
Lupe,
Yes, Lupe.
I love your mom. Hi, Mom. I love you.
Her thing in Atlantic City, and I'm out, working, and we don't connect like that all the time. Now we're connecting all the time. And I was like, when this is over and we get back to work, whatever that new normal is, I want to keep that going. I want us to sit down and have dinner together. The kids are always in their room and doing this and their homework and their after school activities. And we set a time and we're like, every night at 7:30, we're sitting down, we're having dinner. And I love it. And I was like, there's certain things that I've discovered during this time that I definitely want to keep going. So in that sense, it's been a blessing.
There was a whole thing that went on Instagram because you posted a photo of you in the gym, which I love because you're promoting, look, you gotta get out there, you gotta do something, work out, do stuff. But then in the corner of your thing, people were frightened because there was a man behind you in a window with his mouth, a hand over his mouth. Like,
that was a Zoom. So imagine, I'm back there working out because where we have the Zoom set up is right by our garage. And we didn't have a gym in the house. So we just got a bunch of we got a bench and a few weights. And I have my rehearsal mirrors back there for dance rehearsal, which I always did in the house, in the garage. And so now
there's a man behind you like this.
Yeah. He's like, I don't know what he was doing, if he was sneezing or coughing, but it was just like.
Who was it?
Somebody. It was some real estate guy that Alex was on Zoom with. I don't know. But we've been working out a lot.
On and on and on. I said, and it's on and on and on.